Hey guys, today we're going to be unboxing the latest in the RE100 line. It's the Gundam GP04G Gerbera, and as you guys may know, this is a kit that I was definitely looking forward to, and I'm definitely still looking forward to getting this kit put together and seeing what it's like. It looks great from everything that I've seen of it, and I just can't wait to get into it. Now, the RE line is something that, of course, this is only the third one in the series, but I think from the Nightingale to the Gundam Mark III to this one, it seems to be continuously getting better, I think, just in the overall quality and everything. The next kit, of course, is the DJ, and although I'm still not really sold on the design of it, I'm not sure if that one's going to continue the trend of improvement, just because I'm not sure how they can really improve much after this one, but we'll just have to see. I mean, it looks pretty nice, but this one does seem to have a little bit of an edge over that, but we'll just have to see when that comes out. So anyway, here is the front. I'm not really a huge fan of this box art, actually. As much as I like the design of the kit, the box art doesn't really do a whole lot for me. It's okay, but here on the bottom, and it's going to be the same on the top, we just get the box art again, 003 in the RE line. Going around to the side, we get some information about the mobile suit, and I'm not really sure exactly how this fits into that story. I'm not really familiar with this side story or post story, right? Something like that. But then here's just some more about the kit, showing some of the features, some really great details all over the place. It's a really great looking kit. And then just some more of the details and stuff there. Bringing it around to this side, we've got some shots with the kit posed using its different weapons. That long rifle that looks really awesome, but I even really like the look of the just normal beam rifle as well. It looks really nice. And then of course with that huge shield and those really long fuel tanks, it's definitely a really unique and really cool design, and not to mention those giant shoulders as well, of course. This kit retailed for 3,500 yen, so not bad. It's about the price of a kind of lower end master grade these days. Here's our first bag, getting all of our polycaps there and the stickers. Second bag just got a bunch of white parts, and there's the beam effect part for the rifle. Third bag, more white, and then some gray parts there. Fourth bag, there's our foil stickers, the beam effect parts, and then just a bunch more gray parts here. And then finally we have the manual. So for the manual, it seems to be pretty standard. It's really not too far off from just like a high grade manual, I suppose. It is an actual book, not a fold out, so that's nice. But here we can see there's some basically the same stuff that was on the outside of the box here, and there's our color guide. It's going to be pretty standard Gundam colors, although it's quite a lot more blue than the other colors in there, but there is still some red and yellow there as well. Then just a couple different shades of gray and stuff like that in there. For our parts list, we shouldn't have a whole lot of X's here. So it looks like the only ones are going to be on the polycaps, so that's pretty good. Here's showing the steps in the construction. Looks like body, head, arms, legs, waist, backpack, weapons, and that's it. So starting off with the construction. This is my first RE kit that I built, by the way. I should mention that just in case you guys don't know. So it's my first time dealing with these. So this is pretty cool how it starts off the step, showing you kind of like a exploded look at all the parts, and then it shows you which runners you need for that step. That's pretty cool, although I mean, when they do that in the manual, I never really actually take advantage of that. I just kind of build it normally. So anyway, there's our normal kind of steps, things to do, things not to do. Then we're going on with the body and the head, and then moving on to the arms. Arms there. Then putting together the top half, then moving on to the legs. legs, and then the waist. Then putting that together. Then moving on to the backpack. Should be pretty simple, I suppose. Just a few pieces for the backpack. Then the fuel tank should be only just a couple pieces too, I imagine. Then for the weapons, probably the same thing. Yeah, it looks pretty simple. Similar to a high grade, essentially. Even for that beam rifle, it looks like, what, just 1, 2, 3 parts? Very, very simple. So, well enough. Then there's just how to equip the weapons and all of that. And then the last page, just a little bit how to hold that long rifle using the multiple handles. I think that rifle has something like 3 different handles on it, I believe. So should have no problems holding that. And then here's our guide showing where to place the seals or the stickers that come with it. So that's that. Let's take a closer look at everything that's in here. Starting off with the foil stickers. As you can see, there's the eyes and probably some for the cameras, and then just a few other pieces for around the kit. I know these large gray ones are going on the fuel tanks on the backpack, and the other ones are just going around other places as well, I suppose. It's interesting that the name of the kit here, and it's the same on the runners, is RE100 Gundam something for something. I'm not sure what those kanji are, but it's not really all that often that we see kanji for the name of the mobile suit or Gundam or whatever. It's usually always written out in katakana like that, but so that's pretty interesting. Last time I saw that was on the Mega Shiki, so kind of interesting. And here's our stickers or seals, whatever you want to call them. They do look really, really nice. Of course, we got that huge GP one there, a couple of nice Anaheim Electronics logos, some really cool like yellow and gray like caution stripes there, and then just a bunch of really nice markings on here. But of course, I still am not going to use these though. So once again, if anyone wants these, just let me know and they're yours. But I'm going to just hold out and use some water slides for mine whenever I actually paint it up. Then for beam saber effect parts, we have just these standard beams. They're just SB1. I believe these are the standard beams that you get with master grade kits, as this runner is dated 2006. So yeah, nothing new here. But this runner is actually runner F, but I just wanted to show it to you now because it is another beam effect part. This one is labeled especially for this kit, so this one is definitely unique to this kit. I forget what this is called. The Banshee has one too, or at least the for the master grade had the premium Bandai master grade version of the Banshee Norn had it anyway. But there's that. Here's our polycap sheet. It's quite large, but as we saw in the manual, there's quite a lot of X's on there, so going to have a lot of extras. These are pretty cool. I think if I remember right, there's basically only just 3 different kinds of polycaps. This is all one, this is all one, and these are all one. So they're using a more like uniform standard set of polycaps, I guess you could say, for this, where they're just trying to use as few different kinds as possible. So that's pretty cool that they're doing that. And I mean, as long as they work well, that's all I really care about. Alright, and here's our A runner. Now, a lot of kits recently have kind of gotten away from doing this, but at least for this kit, we're seeing that it's going back to the old ways of the A runner being the multicolor runner and the other runners being just a single color. So basically like a normal high grade, and as you can see, it's mostly all in blue, and then a few parts of yellow there, a few parts of very light red. It's not quite pink, but it's definitely a light red color. And then one clear part there for the face. It's nice that it's just a plain clear, so you can color that in a different color if you wanted. Some great details all around, even under the feet and everything like that. It's one thing that, I mean, a lot of people compare the RE line to a high grade line, but at least the bottom of the feet are totally filled in with details and all of that, unlike a lot of high grades. And here's the B1 runner, just all white. Of course, there's going to be some big parts there for the fuel tanks, and then just looks like some more parts for the backpack and or waist perhaps here, and then maybe the crotch and some other for the gun, some other parts that I can't totally recognize yet, but that's okay. B2 runner, these are definitely some more recognizable parts. There's obviously all the parts for the head are here. This is probably for the torso, the skirts, crutch piece, and then of course the shield. Here's the Sea Runner, and just still white. There's obviously going to be quite a lot of white on this kit. The Sea Runner is something that we are getting 2 of. I'm sorry for bumping the camera there. 2 of these, so just a lot of white. But that's the end of the white as we move on to the D Runner, and as you can see, this is mostly made up of the weapons. There's the guns there, some parts for the shield, some hands. The hands do also look very, very nice. That's good. And then a couple of just parts for, not exactly frame, but kind of joint parts there. And here's runner E1, just a lot more gray parts there, making up a lot of the joints. There's some of the ammo packs and some different things like that. And then we do have a E2 runner, which is copied from just this part of that E1. And then that does it for all the runners. So that is it for unboxing the Gerbera Gundam. Definitely looks really, really awesome. Really looking forward to building this. I can definitely see why people are comparing it to a high grade. I can definitely see some of that in the parts so far. But what I'm also seeing that the high grades don't have is loads of really, really awesome detail in there. So the other thing that this kit has that the previous kits from the Ari line I think didn't have quite so much of is some really nice parts separation. So I think this kit's going to have some really, really great separation that's going to make it really great for painting. And then also very minimal seam lines from what I've been able to see so far. Some pretty nasty seam lines on the weapons, but that's, I mean, even some master grades have that as well, so kind of no getting around that at times. So anyway, that about does it for this unboxing. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the review coming up next.